Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Adams Tennis Complex here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We're excited to bring you another edition of women's tennis here between the MTSU Blue Raiders and the visiting Chattanooga Mocs. Now, right now, the Blue Raiders are riding a 3-game home streak here at ATC, but Chattanooga's on their own 3-game win streak of their own, Chase.
They are, and of those 3 wins, I'd say the best is probably against UNC Asheville. Other wins are against Lee University and WKU on their schedule.
Absolutely. Now, of course, we mentioned that this is a 3-game winning streak for here at ATC for the Lady Raiders. And right now we're about to get to the doubles action here on the courts. But interesting matchups to look for right now. So on court 1, we're going to have Sana Garakani and Noelle Morrow take on Jessie Young and Carolyn Gibbons. Then the next court is Love Star Alexis and Ratuja Chapelkar versus Nicole Abel and Lucia Melendez. And then on the last court for the doubles is Muskan Gupta and Lily Sophie Schmidt against Coco Boseman and Callie Billman. So, Jace, what do you think about the matchups looking forward to for the doubles right now?
I'm looking forward to the Garakani and Morrow match because they're the number 1 for us so far in doubles. So I'm interested to see how they match up with the number 1 for UTC. So I think that'll be interesting to look forward to for us.
Absolutely. Now, right now, the matchups that we presented from Chattanooga, no one's really had a stellar start, but both courts 1 and 2 for the doubles, 1-1 and 1-1. Especially star players like Jessie Young and Nicole Abel. Looking forward to see those 2 players in the singles match once we get started. Another thing to mention too, Lily Sophie Schmidt and Noelle Morrow have been on a tear especially in the singles match. Sophie Schmidt has pretty much been a closer of late for Middle Tennessee, and last week against Bellarmine, Noelle Morrow pretty much went 6-0, 6-0 against her opponent on court 5.
Yeah, Lily Sophie Schmidt, she's been the closer for 3 straight matches and 2 straight 6-0 bagels for Noelle Morrow in her matches. So yes,
absolutely. Right now, Chattanooga is being coached by Chad Kemper. He's in his 7th season, coming from Louisiana Lafayette, where he led the Raging Cajuns there to a stellar record. And actually, a couple years ago, got Chattanooga up to top 70 in the ITA rankings. For the match, Ted Mason is going to be the ITA main official. And we're just a few more minutes away, still clearing up some rules being said on the courts. But another thing to mention, too, is, of course, next week, you have a week off before MTSU plays Tennessee State here at home. And it should be another good matchup here. If you're looking forward to a men's match here on MTN Sports and CUSA TV, the men's Blue Raiders team will be taking on the South Florida Bulls at 5, so stick around for that. But right now, still waiting for the rules to be displayed. Coach Teo Bailey Duvall talking over her players on the sidelines, getting ready for court 5, it looked like. So still waiting to hear from the official to get started here. All right, we are now officially underway here, looks like. It looks like especially on court 3 down there. Like we mentioned, court 1 here is going to be Sana Garakani and Noelle Morrow versus Jessie Young and Carolyn Gibbons for the Mocs. Fault there. And that's going to be long there for MTA. 15 love. Fault down the alley there. And that's going to be a double fault there. 15 all. Now, of course, this is a rematch from last spring. Chattanooga got the better of the Lady Raiders here 4-3 in Chattanooga. Now, of course, the Mocs were also here in a MTSU held fall invitational, and so they have some experience against this new roster for both teams. So looking forward to another great Moc versus Blue Raider matchup here, Jace.
And you could say that also this is a nice revenge game for Middle Tennessee to probably bounce back and get a win here at the Adams Tennis Complex.
Absolutely, as we just saw a nice little smash point there for the Mocs, getting up 30-15. Serve, another fault.
It's 30-30 now. There we go. Good start kind of for Garicani and Morrow there.
Yeah, very early. Only, of course, this is game one right now.
Yeah.
But absolutely, nice little back and forth we already have here on court one. Fault there, just a little wide.
You know, a good number of faults here from start here, so maybe we can like get advantage of that at some point.
All right, that's going to be outside the alley there. So break point here. False start there. And did that grab the line there? It must have.
Hard to tell, but it did look like it grabbed the line. So we'll have a deuce here, so we'll see how that goes.
All right. Yep. You said there, Jason, a deuce point here, first game. It's great recovery there by the Mocs team there.
It was. Looked like that on the back end that we had them on their heels, and then it was a great play to just bounce back and get it to the deuce point here.
That's another fault there. Just stays in, and that's going to be long. So Mocs will take game one here on court one. So already Mocs taking an early lead here, as we also see on court three that the Mocs have already taken another game one as well. So already off to a good start here, early doubles match for the Mocs. What do you see so far on court one with Garicani and Morrow?
Yeah, you know, they just kind of look like on their heels kind of, and just like you can tell Chattanooga really has the advantage going forward here, but it's early on, so a lot of doubles to go here, so we'll see how that goes.
I mean, you're talking about a duo right now that's had some pretty great results, especially in the fall tourneys. You know, a freshman and a senior working together, so it's always a good thing to see. You know, one's working up the other. Of course, with Young and Gibbons, you know, two middle-classmen, if you will, working together real well. They've had a great track record, like I said, especially already off to a 1-1 start early in the spring season. Had some great results in some of the ITA regionals and, of course, the MTSU Invitational here as well. So already off to a good start, doubles-wise, like we also mentioned for the Mocs. And getting ready to go back out to the courts here in just a sec. Introductions were a little light, but I'm Ryan Martinowicz alongside my color analyst here, Jace Vincent. We will be hearing from Matthew Hayden eventually here when Spingles get started. He'll be our courtside reporter/liaison, if you will. But once again, we're here at the ATC Adams Tennis Complex here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Some would call it the Cathedral of Tennis. Thinking a great outspoken name here. We love our nicknames for our athletic complexes here, don't we, Jace?
There are many multiple nicknames you can use. You can use monastery, cathedral, really anything that you want to come up with here for the ATC.
All right, so now we're going down to court 3 here between Muskan Gupta, Lily Sophie Schmidt, and against Coco Boseman and Callie Billman, the Mocs.
And that one is just long there, so early start to the set for MT.
All right, 15 love. As you see there, looked like Gupta and Schmidt came back to take game 2, so even it up here. And that's going to be long, it looked like, for Gupta on the return.
Yeah, you can tell really here on court 3 that they seem to be really evenly matched. 1-1 already, 15-15. So this one could probably come down to like being one of the last courts here to finish up here.
Oh, beautiful backhand there from Lily Sophie Schmidt. Cross court there, out of reach for the Mocs. Coach Teo talking it over. 30-15. Bit of a pull there from Muskan. 30 all here. And that's also a bit of a pull on the return from Lily Sophie Schmidt. 40-30 here. Game point now in favor of the Mocs. And that's going to be long for Gupta. So some early errors here in game 3, as now UTC will take a 2-1. All right, so once again, court 3 there, Gupta and Lily Sophie Schmidt losing third game there, going down 2-1. Of course, very early, but it's important to get that doubles point going into singles here later on.
Yeah, it is pretty important as you move forward into singles, as those points do start to stack up more often. And, high intense match early over there on court 3. So I wouldn't be shocked to see Gupta and Sophie Schmidt bounce back here and get game 4 here and make it 2-2. So, high intense on all these courts so far that we've seen, and it just looks like 2 evenly matched teams just going back and forth at it.
Yeah, Boseman and Billman really do have a great tandem together. They are 0-2 as doubles partners. However, they have a great relationship as they've been teammates for a while now. And clearly some of the stronger players on their tennis team, as they've had some really successful front hands here that have prevented Schmidt and Gupta on some of the returns. So preventing some early points here for the Blue Raiders. So here now we're joining court 5 between Love Star Alexis and Ratuja Chapelkar versus Nicole Abel and Lucia Melendez.
And here another one is 1-1, and it's now 40-15 UTC, but just another high intense. It's just all these seem about the same as high intense matchups, evenly matched players going at it.
As that one goes into the net. 40-15, still game point in favor of the Mocs.
Yeah, 40-40 here now as a little comeback is spurted by Chapel Carr and Alexis. So we're in the deuce point here. See if we can get the advantage here.
That's going to be a fault there. Lob shot just couldn't quite get over there for the Mocs. So Alexis and Chapel Carr will take this game.
Yeah, a nice bounce back there. They were down 40-15 there. Nice adversity face there, so they could bounce back and get 3 straight points.
Absolutely.
And take the win. So we are here on court 5 for the start of game 4 with Alexis and Chapel Carr and Abel and Melendez of UTC. So
Oh, great recovery there, Chapel Carr, and that's great shot down the alley there from Alexis.
that was a beautiful play there. It was perfectly set up right there for her, and early lead, 15-0.
Chapel Carr on the serve now.
Just a beautiful spike there from Alexis, but it's perfectly set up by Chapel Carr there. So.
Yeah, that ball just kind of came off of Melendez's racket a little high there. Couldn't quite get around it. Popped right up for Alexis to the old smash there.
So back-to-back faults there gives UTC the 30-15. They're on a little bit of a coming back score here.
A little long there from Chapelcar. Evens it up 30-all.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot early on here where it's been 30-0, 40-15, and then the other team's just able to bounce back, get it to a deuce point, and then either way splits that advantage. But it's really evenly matched teams. You can tell that they're both eagerly and hungrily here.
Yeah, great competition all around. And that one's going to grab the line there as well. Just on the alley there. 40-30 in favor of UTC. Break point here for the Mocs. Love Star just letting that one go, but stays in, and that's going to give another game to the Mocs. Or maybe not. Maybe our score was off. Seeing some aggression here early in game 5 for Nicole Abel and Sia Melendez. They're up 30-love now. Fault, though, for Abel. Double fault. 30-15 now.
That one goes a little long there, so 40-15 UTC here.
Another fault there. That'll do it here. 3-2 now. Mocs take the lead. So already kind of, again, we mentioned back and forth here on court 5 there. Of course, those first 4 games went to break point, and no one could really hold serve there, Jace.
Yeah, it's really been evenly matched both ways. Really, that's the proof of it right there with Alexis and her match, where it was break point in 4 straight matches, but that one being the one where it's 40-15. So really, we've seen that both ways, where it's kind of like had that one where it's breakout, but it's really evenly matched here with both teams, showing that they're really hungry for a win here.
All right, back to court 1 now with Sana Garakani and Noelle Morrow. Of course, they're down 3-1 against Jessie Young and Carolyn Gibbons. And Garakani sends that one in the net, 30-15 Mocs. Another one in the net. And Morrow kind of put that one up there for set up another Mock smash hit. As the Mocks now take 4-1 here on court 1.
Yeah, Gibbons and Young have really been dominant here against the #1 doubles team here for MT with Garakani and Morrow. They've just been stellar so far as what it's appeared, and they're just dominant in all phases of it so far.
What do you think that you can attribute to that to? Is it just, more experienced team, or is it just some bad breaks here, some of the bounces?
I mean, I'm sure it's both ways. Experience plays a lot of it, but then you also have your breaks that bounce both ways of how the game goes along.
All right, so just a quick update for you here on court 3 between Muskan Gupta and Lily Sophie Schmidt against Coco Bosman and Callie Billman. That's all tied up, 3-3. So a good match right there. As Lily Sophie Schmidt and Muskan Gupta were down early.
Yeah, they seem to have picked up their pace a little bit, and they seem to be on their stride and bouncing back strong here from where they were earlier when we were live from there.
All right, so now back here, court 1. MTSU is going to be with the serve, but they are going to need some help here as they are down 4-1. So they're looking for Morrow and Garakani to really step it up here, get some points back, get back in this thing, help out their team, trying to get a doubles point here as we get closer to singles.
Yeah, and as you said earlier, all these courts here for doubles, they really play a key factor in how the match plays on later for when we go to singles, and how that doubles point really matters going forward.
Absolutely. Garakani there on the serve. Garakani again on the serve, sends that one in the net. Points go to MT there.
A nice backhand up there on the front really put the front man of UTC in a bind there as she hit it into the net. So a nice play to start off the set, and it is now 30-15 MT here.
Absolutely. Another quick update. Court 5. Alexis and Chapelcar take another game. Evens it up at 3-all. So courts 5 and 3 are all tied 3-3. So really helping out MT, trying to keep their chance of winning this doubles point alive. That one just stayed inside there. That one won't, though, on the return from Chattanooga.
Yeah, the first bounce went her way on the line. Second one just a hair too long. So even match here for this set. It's a key one for MT to take it if they really want to. If they want to really come back here on this court.
Game point now. Just a little long there, fault. Couldn't quite keep it inside the service line. A little high one there from Garakani. Sends it back. And little on there, looks like, for Morrow. Couldn't quite get the baseline there. Deuce point now.
Right in the net there from Garakani. Just little things like that, just kind of like what's been pinning themselves in the bind that they're in right now here.
That one's going to be long from Garakani. 30 love now in favor of the Gibbons-Young duo. Another quick update. Court 3, MTSU leads 4-3 there. Court 5, Love Star Alexis and Ratuja Chapelcar down 4-3.
Yeah, it seems that they got a nice break there on court 3 for MT to go ahead and for Gupta and Sophie Schmidt there. Nice break for them to go out and take a nice 4-3 lead there.
And this one's going to wrap up here on court 1. As Sana Garakani and Noel Morrow are going to fall to Jesse Young and Carolyn Gibbons, 6-1 there. So tough break for the freshman-senior duo to go down. So that's going to be 1 point closer to the doubles team match for the Mocs here.
Yeah, you could just tell there on court 1. It was combinations of like experience, you know, the ball's just falling their way, and just complete dominance from the Mocs there. But courts 3 and 5, they've been good matches going both ways, 4-3 both ways. But
yeah, going back to about some of the breaks, you know, a lot of those lob shots from the MT duo just weren't quite grabbing the chalk. Meanwhile, the Mocs duo of Young and Gibbons, everything seemed to be grabbing the paint there, staying in and giving them those points. So tough break, but just have to recover and move on to the singles match.
And that last shot there was long from UTC, so 5-3 advantage here for now Gupta and Schmidt. So maybe they can come out here and close it out and even up the score here for the doubles here.
Oh, what a recovery by LSS, but couldn't quite keep it in there. She was running around that baseline like a mad woman.
It's a great recovery. It just stinks that it would have been much better if she just closed out there, but a great play from her. Nothing else you could really expected there.
15 love now in favor of the Boseman-Billman duo.
just a great play up front right there from Chattanooga there. Just great play up front. Make it 30 love here.
Yeah, Schmidt just wasn't in the right place to make a good, clean recovery on that one. Scooted right by her.
Mm-hmm.
Fault there on the serve. .40 love now in favor of the Mocs. Tough game here for Gupta-Schmidt combo. Right down the alley there. The Mocs going to take a clean sweep here on game 9, making it 5-4, still in favor of the Blue Raiders, though. So another great match, though, but unfortunately another game falling for the Mocs. What did you see there, right there, especially on that game?
I mean, it was just completely not falling their way for Schmidt and Gupta like it had been for the others that were their way, like the one previously where they went 5-3. But if I were to expect anything less, it'd be for them to just bounce back strong like they had been doing and then just take it and go 6-4 and even it up here for doubles.
All right, court 5 now. Love Star Alexis and Ratuja Chapelkar are falling to a 5-3 deficit themselves right now. That's going to be a fault there. That one is not going to be over the net there. Great backhand from Love Star, making it hard to return there. 30 love now, MT. And that's not going to stay in. 40 love.
Yeah, just, a great battle back and forth there with Chapelkar and the lady from UTC. And it was just a nice place. So nice to see him here. That could be a bounce back here, make it 5-4.
All right. Cole-Abel on the serve here. Trying to keep this game alive for the Mocs.
Oh, she kind of beamed her there.
Yeah. Love Star Alexis showing aggression there, getting that game point here for MTSU. Now 5-4. Still a couple points to climb back from if the Blue Raiders are going to want to take this doubles point here going into singles.
Yeah.
What are you liking right now between the Blue Raiders as we get closer and closer to singles? What are you liking? What are you looking forward to once we get to the singles point here?
I'm looking forward to Noah Amaro because she's been undefeated so far. We're going forward. She's their leader, and like Alexis and Bozeman, Young and Garkine, they all are really interesting just from what we've seen so far in doubles. So like going with them on their own, it really is interesting moving forward. If I were to highlight, I would go Morrow and Alexis moving forward. So
yeah, certainly a different game, of course, as the alleys close down in the singles matches. Now we're going a little split screen action here, seeing courts 3 and 5. Of course, even 30 love at the moment on court 3. Now 40-30 in favor of the Bozeman-Billman duo. So
nice
game
play from
point
Chapelcar there. Nice play.
great rally going on court 3 right now. Blue Raiders trying to keep this game point.
Oh.
But that one's not going to get over the net from Lily Sophie Schmidt. So even it up now, 5-all.
And you can see Coach Taya really rallying them there from that. So nice to see a good bounce back here as it goes 5-5. So see if they can close out, get the next couple points, and win it here on that court.
Of course, it's win by 2 now, so at best it's going to be 7-5 in favor of someone. They're going to have to close out the next 2 points. As we saw a fault there from Love Star Alexis. And that serve is not going to be returnable. 30-15 now, MTSU. Very competitive doubles matches here. Courts 3 and 5, as that one's just not going to be returnable from Gupta. And that one's going to be long.
That one just off the wrong part of the racket there of Alexis.
Yeah.
As it sailed, it just veered off to the right there.
Fortunately, both Gupta and Schmidt went the same direction, leaving that wide side of the court there open for Bozeman to return it. 30 love now. It's back to court 5. Ratuja all by herself on the front line. Not being able to return it to anything there. 40-30 now.
Yeah, this point here key. It's 40-30. Just key point here that they need to get if they want to stay alive in this doubles match.
Yeah, break point and match point here. And that's going to be a fault. Not a good thing to start here. Not a good way to finish if you get a double fault. Gets it over, and that's going to be wide there.
There we go.
Deuce point now.
So if you're looking, same scenario here at this point. You need it if you want to stay alive here. So key here from Alexis and her serve.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what they were talking between her and Ratuja there, trying to figure out what's the best strategy. Trying to keep this one in favor of them. Try to get this game point here. Move on to win by 2. It's also important because you give up this point, give up the whole doubles point, and that one's going to go long, so MTSU is going to win this game, and it's going to tie it up 5-all.
Stay alive for a couple sets longer. Stay alive.
Yep, but right now, court 3, Bozeman-Billman duo taking a 6-5 game lead there, and they're looking to close out the doubles point here. All they need to do is just win one more game.
Nice play from Gupta there to get the perfectly set up the spike there. Give him a 15-love start here to the set.
That's going to be a double fault there from Schmidt. 15 all now on court 3.
That one just short from Abel there. She was going for the spike, leaning back, and it was just short, giving the Lady Raiders a 30-love advantage here.
Looks like official there on court 3 called that one a fault. Didn't stay inside the service line. And that one not getting over the net for Schmidt. 30-15 now, UTC. Back to court 5 with Love Star Alexis.
One clips the top of the net. 40-15 now, so
break point there, yeah.
They're sitting pretty there. Just Gupta and Schmidt need to come along here and even it up, and they'll be really sitting pretty if they can close out on both courts. Which,
unfortunately, that one just goes long for Schmidt. So now 40-15 in favor of UTC.
Gonna need to see what they've been doing is rallying here and see if they can bounce back.
Yeah. Well, tough to back up from. Needing the next 3 points here to stay alive and keep UTC from getting the doubles point, but that's not a good start. A fault there.
And the point there, 6-5 in favor of Chapel Carr and Alexis. So really key here. I mean, on our right, it's the most important because it's 40-15. That decides the doubles. But if they can hold off and force it to 6-6, then this one right here becomes another key factor going forward.
Absolutely there, Jace. 40-30 now. Still match point. 2 more points for MT to stay alive here. Otherwise, UTC will go into singles with a 1-point advantage. Break point again here. Oh, beautiful return there from Muskan Gupta down the alley. Deuce point now.
Those numbers there, they are a key factor. 3 of 3 so far in their break points. I'm not going to say anything, but
well, you just did.
Well, I didn't confirm anything as a positive. I'm just saying. I'm going off of numbers here. I'm not trying to jinx anything going here. I'm not trying to jinx anything. That's all I'm going to say. No announcer jinx or anything there.
And that one's going to go long there. So the Bozeman-Billman duo take care of business there on court 3, 7-5, which means the Chattanooga Mocs are going to take the doubles point going into singles now.
You know, I'm not going to claim an announcer jinx there. I didn't say anything there.
No one's saying anything, Jace. It's not about you today. It's about women's tennis.
It's about the Lady Raiders.
Yeah. Tough one to fall there for the Blue Raiders. So right now, it's going to be tough there when it means your deficit going into singles. Tough to recover. You know, Blue Raiders have had troubles, though, this
Yeah.
season in doubles point. I think they've only claimed one in the first 5 games anyway, so very difficult here, dropping another doubles point for the Blue Raiders.
Yeah, I mean, the records show for themselves with double points versus single points.
Yeah.
So they've been really a lot more dominant when it comes to singles. So we'll see how it closes out as
Yeah.
it compares to the last couple matches going forward to singles.
Well, like Jay said, we will be right back with the singles matches here. We're going to take a quick break, but thank you for watching. We're on MTN Sports and CUSA.TV. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Mental health affects us all, whether you finish first or last.
Whether you win or lose.
The stigma around these issues causes those around us to suffer in silence.
Mental health is nothing to be ashamed of.
You are not alone.
You are not alone. As a student athlete,
As a teammate,
As a friend,
we pledge to continue the conversation.
because it matters.
because you matter.
stand up to the stigma.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Continue the conversation.
You are not alone.
I have a voice.
You have a voice.
We have a voice.
Our voices can be heard
Outside of sports.
As student athletes, we have a platform.
Now more than ever.
It's important that we listen, learn, and lead, and raise our voices for change.
We can all do more.
Now is the time
To make a difference.
This is our chance.
This is our chance to make a better tomorrow.
Together,
we will continue the conversation.
we have a voice.
On June 23, 1972, Title IX was signed into law, and it reads, "No person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity, receiving federal financial assistance." Happy 50th anniversary, Title IX. Thank you for giving little girls like me and big kids like Conference USA student athletes the opportunity to dream big.
Mental health affects us all, whether you finish first or last.
Whether you win or lose.
The stigma around these issues causes those around us to suffer in silence.
Mental health is nothing to be ashamed of.
You are not alone.
You are not alone. As a student athlete,
As a teammate,
As a friend,
We pledge to continue the conversation.
because it matters.
because you matter.
stand up to the stigma.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Continue the conversation.
You are not alone.
Welcome back, everybody, here at the Adams Tennis Complex in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And we got a great one right now between the Chattanooga Mocs and the MTSU Blue Raiders. The Mocs come in and have taken the doubles point. Now we're going to send it down to the action for the singles matches. And right now, starting out on court 1, we have Coco Boseman and Lovestar Alexis. And that's going to be on court 1. And going down the lines, on court 2, it's going to be Jesse Young against Sanagar Khani. On court 3, Carolyn Gibbons versus Muskan Gupta. On court 4, Nicole Abel versus Lily Sophie Schmidt. Court 5 is going to be Lucia Melendez against Noelle Morrow. And court 6 is going to be Callie Billman versus Ratuja Chapelkar. So those are the singles lineups. So like we already mentioned, the Mocs took the doubles point, so they now have a 1-0 advantage going into singles. So now we will keep on the action here on the courts at the Adams Tennis Complex. Jace, what are your thoughts right now as we start the singles matches?
Well, as we start is what I was thinking previously going is it's now 40-15 Lovestar Alexis here. She's 2-1 in her singles matches and 1-2 in doubles. So obviously we see more dominant, and it falls down as we go along the list here of just the list of the Lady Raiders going down. Their singles matches are like polar opposites of their doubles records. So a lot more dominant going forward. So I'm looking forward very positively going in here to singles.
Well said there, Jace. That one's going to be a fault there. And Lovestar Alexa is going to take game 1 there. So already a great start there on court number 1 for the Blue Raiders.
So Ryan, what are you looking for early on here in singles here? What are your highlights? Like, what are you looking for going in?
Well, you know, it's imperative that, you know, the younger players like Sanagar Khani who have struggled to really just, you know, stay in the moment. All right, you know, it's very important that you play. You know, you're playing an individual on the court, but you're playing for your team. So you just want to keep a level head. You want to make sure that you stay calm, collective, and you just take care of business. All right, you're playing court 2 as a freshman. You're doing a great job. So just remember that you're here for a reason. So just keep an eye on Gar Khani's court there. You know, because she has dropped the last couple of singles matches. But another one, of course, you know, Noelle Morrow, as we highlighted at the top of the start here, that, you know, she won her singles match last week against Bellarmine. You know, straight sets. You know, 6-0, 6-0. So another match to look forward to here if she can be as dominant as she was last week. So a lot of great singles matchups here for the Blue Raiders. But same thing with the Mocs. You know, Coco Boseman playing court 1 here as we're seeing Lovestar Alexa, of course, drop in the first set, but it's been a dominant presence, 3-1 in her singles this season. Same thing with Callie Billman and Carolyn Gibbons.
It is well said from you there. You know, the first recovery there went right to her. Then second one, thought she could get her way, just barely skipped into the net. So early 15-0 here for Boseman. So we could see like back and forth here. These do seem to be like the premier ones going at it here early on.
They are on court 1 for a reason. Oh, what a love shot there from Boseman. Just getting over the cross court there on the lob.
Yeah, you see they're on court 4, early 1-0 lead for Lily Sophie Schmidt there. So she had been playing from behind as a little comeback hero for the Lady Raiders the last 3 matches. So maybe we see a little different story here as she closes it out early on.
Well, she certainly has been the closer for the Blue Raiders the last couple of weeks. Break point in favor of UTC here now.
just a little long there. So 40-15. Maybe Alexis can get a little bit of a early little relay going on here and match that.
Yeah. At first, I thought the IT official had called her serve a fault there, like it didn't stay inside the service line, but you were right there. You didn't call it 40-15, but
a nice recovery there from Alexis, making it 40-30 now. So a little bit of a comeback coming on. And it looks like it will be 1-1 now as Bozeman seems to close out on the hit there, making it a win for UTC. They're evening it up 1-1 here in the sets. And over on 4, it's Sophie Smith. She is up 2-0 now. A little bit of a, she's up quickly and going now. So we'll see how that goes on as we go later. Yeah, court 5, another one that you were interested in with Morrow and Melendez. It is now 1-1 over there with Morrow getting the break over there. So another one that we were both high on going in and seems to be living up to the hype over there.
good rally going in here, though. And, of course, I jinx it by saying that. As soon as I say – you know, it's funny. I've done that a couple times this season where I start saying good rally, all of a sudden it just ends. So I don't know what that's about. But that one's going to be 40-15 now in favor of Bozeman. So another – game point here on court 1. We 40-30 now. And that one's going to go out. So Bozeman's going to take another game here. 2-1 now in favor of UTC. All right, so now we're going to hear from our courtside reporter, Matthew Hayden. Matt, what you got going on for us?
All right, I got, coming out swinging today, and same with Lily Sophie out here. She's up to a quick break there, looking very powerful, looking very aggressive on court 4, looking to get a quick early set there.
All right, appreciate it, Matt. Keep us updated, will you?
Yes, updating on what we said earlier with Lily Sophie. She's coming out red hot, 2-0. So, just a fast-paced start here. So. So if you were Love Star Leicester, how would you battle back here? What would be your go-to plan going forward if you're down 2-1, looking for, a key match here on court 1?
Well, my attitude is just always, staying calm and collective. Play your opponent. Just keep Bozeman on her toes. Try to really rely heavily on that hard-hitting front hand of yours. Especially going cross court, making it hard for her to recover. So just stuff like that. But once again, I'm not the one playing court 1 for MTSU right now. But yeah, just keep keeping a level head and just making sure you're staying in it and don't get ahead of yourself on the count. Of course, that's going to be a double fault there from Alexis.
And Lily Sophie, she now gets the break over there. It's 3-0, so she's looking pretty dominant over there again. She's looking over there dominant against Nicole Abel, so she's really keeping her on her toes.
Nice. Beautiful front hands. Yeah, just getting her out of position, hitting at that cross court. Yep. Well done there. 15-all.
Yeah, started with the nice backhand there, getting her on her heels over here in the corner. Then the nice little spike there to go on and just get the point there, even it up here at 15.
That's just a little wide there on the serve. Long there. Another double fault there from Love Star.
It'll be 40-15 now for Bozeman here.
He just kept that racket open there. Couldn't quite close down on it. Just got up over there. Just shut that racket down to Bozeman. 40-30, still break point in her favor, though. Well done there from Bozeman.
Just a nice play there. Now giving her the 3-1 lead. She's really keeping Alexis on her heels here. Just that's really been the difference here. Is we said that Alexis has to keep her on her heels, and it's just kind of been like a pendulum swinging both ways, where they've both just been trading blows back and forth.
All right, yeah, Bozeman now 3-1 here early in set 1. on court 1.
And over on court 5, it is now 2-1 Melendez over Morrow, where she got the break on the last point and is now serving over there.
All right, Bozeman serve here on the new game into the net. Fault.
And over on court 4, Lily Sophie now up 4-0. So on her own serve, so now Abel will be serving over there. It is now 4-0 Schmidt. So just complete dominance over there from what she normally is. Though she's been like the comeback hero the last couple months. So now she's really been the one carrying the weight. Up 4-0 now over on her first set.
Yeah, a lot of good action right now here. Set 1 on all 6 courts. We're tied here. Court 1, 15 all. Another great shot from Bozeman, making it look very easy here.
A fault there on the first serve there. And it looks like that Morrow has gotten the break over there on 5. It's now evened up 2-2. So another interesting one to look at over there if you're ever curious about other scores bouncing around that we may not be focused on here. So nice to keep up to date with how our other Lady Raiders are doing.
Another game point in favor of Bozeman here. And that's going to be wide there. Still 40-30, though, in favor of Bozeman.
Yeah, Alexis staying alive here in this set, looking for the 3-2 square to come back and make this set a little more interesting. Move in.
Another fault. And that goes long there for Bozeman. Deuce point here.
Yeah, just carrying over a lot of what we saw earlier in doubles, just being down 40-15, 30-0, stuff like that. You know, just key bounce backs that are happening at the right time when the ball bounces your way on both sides. So we can see if Alexis can close out here and make it 3-2. So we'll see how this deuce point goes here.
And that goes wide there as well. So Alexis is going to take this game here closing the gap. 3-2 now.
You know, just a nice finish there from Alexis. You know, as I was saying, a nice finish from Alexis there. I mean, that's what being a senior showed right there is that experience, stepping up down 40-15 and come back and taking the break point. So 3-2 moving forward over on court 1. So that match, the premier match, they're living up to the hype so far as of those two.
Yeah. Of course, right now, a couple updates here as we go now to court 4, where Lily Sophie Schmidt is up 4-0. And having a good rally here. Making nice recoveries, but just not getting that one over.
It was a beautiful little 360 turnaround rally there.
Deuce point here, though, on court 4. Of course, another update. Sana Garkani and Jesse Young are all tied up, 3 games apiece.
And court 5 is now 3-2. Morrow's taken the lead over there over Melendez. She was losing in 2-1. Now bounce back. She's up 3-2 now. But as we see here over on court 4, you know, Sophie Smith, she's up 4-0. Nice little numbers to put up here. Could be early player of the game vote for her.
Game is going to fall in favor of Nicole Abel there after a great serve there on the deuce point. So 4-1 now. Like we said, you know, Lily Sophie Schmidt has been the premier player last couple of games. She's pretty much been the closer. Of course, another highlight, of course, was we mentioned Noelle Morrow taking the last couple of singles, and last week against Bellarmine, have we said, went bagel, 6-0. So very impressive, you know, back lineup here on 4 through 6, especially with Ratuja Chapelkar.
Yeah, Chapelkar, she is now down 3-2 over there, but she is serving now. So I'm sure we will hear from our sideline reporter, Matthew Hayden, eventually with other scores updating around the other courts.
But sticking it with court 4 here, you know, right now, what do you think Nicole Abel has to accomplish to close the gap here against Lily Sophie Schmidt?
Well, I would say more of what we were saying with Alexis when she was down, where you have to put Sophie Schmidt on her heels, you know, have the ball bounce your way a couple times, you know. Can't have as many faults on your serves as moving forward. You know, you have to just a bunch of keys moving forward that you have to execute. It's all about execution when you go in, and it's just, you know, you have to have more bounces go your way like you had there on where she made it 4-1. So you have to, like, I mean, you have yours that you have go your way, but you also have to rely a little bit on stuff like that where you have the faults and
a lot of tennis to be played because it's best of 3, so plenty of time to make up ground if you're Nicole Abel. As Schmidt sends that one into the net.
I mean, we've seen a lot. I know it's early in the season, but we've seen a lot where people will have a breakout early, just blowout first set win, then they just blow off the last 2 sets and then they lose. So you'll see stuff like that all the time in tennis. So a lot more left to be played. That one just grazes the corner of the line there and point for Schmidt. And a nice point there from Abel. It was able to keep Schmidt on her heels, make it 30-15 now here.
All right. Well, you mentioned hearing from our courtside reporter, Matthew Hayden. Well, Matthew Hayden's got another report for us. Matt, tell us about it.
All right, it's break time on court 2. As we know, Sana got an early break there, and then they broke even, but Sana back in, playing strong, got another break, looking to execute on this first set.
Liking anything on their court 2 there? Seeing anything from Sana?
She's playing playing very well all the way around, not getting too into her head. She's playing very strong, very powerful, something to look forward to later on in the games.
All right, appreciate it, Matt. Keep up the good work. And Matt mentioned something that we highlighted, of course, at the top of the singles, making sure Sana plays within herself. And doesn't get too overly critical. She, you know, very talented player, very hard-nosed competitor, maybe a little too competitive at times, but liking to see early on that she is keeping a level head and she is playing to her own strengths.
Yeah, one of those young, fiery freshmen we have here. So, I mean, you can always be I wouldn't say overly competitive sometimes, but you know she really has that want and will to go out and win all the time for her team. So we'll see how that keeps carrying on. She is 4-3 over there on court too. So we'll see as we hear more updates going forward from there.
All right, so that one's going to go 40-15 here in favor of Abel. Take it back. She already takes the game.
So 4-2 now. So she's probably making it a little bit more interesting from how it was earlier when it was 4-0. So
absolutely.
And Morrow is now up 4-2 over on 5. So she's starting to pull away a little bit. She was tied 2-2. She's starting to string together a couple good serves there.
Great hit there from Abel. 30 love now.
Just another nice play from Abel there to keep Schmidt on her heels, you know, get her to make an off-balance backhand and perfectly set her up for a nice spike there to make it 30-0 now and just taking advantage of it the last couple sets. That one just out of bounds, past the line there, making it 40 love now for Abel over Schmidt. So could be a little more interesting if she does take this point here, making it 4-3. You see that graphic there, total points one is split even 17-17, so that could be just showing how evenly matched these two have been here in this little matchup here over on their court.
That one went out. 40-15. Still game point with Abel on the serve. So Abel's going to take another game here. So Schmidt getting 4-0 and then dropping the next 3 games. What do you think is going on there, Jace?
I mean, I would say it's a bunch of keys from what we said earlier going forward. It's just, you know, keeping the opponent on your heels, you know, stuff like keeping them on your heels, you know, making plays when they're there, and just making your opponent off balance moving forward. So I'm sure Coach Teo will be there to hype up Schmidt, make her more comfortable going forward in the next couple sets.
As we're here now on court 2 between Sarah Garakani and Jessie Young. So here, the set point here.
6-3, she takes that first set. So.
Yeah.
Nice win for Garakani.
So already seeing the likes of Sana Garakani getting out of set 1. So, like we had mentioned, talented freshman, doing a great job early. So see if we can just keep up that momentum going into set 2.
Yeah.
Of course, a couple of updates here on court 3 between Carolyn Gibbons and Muskan Gupta. That's tied 4 games to 4. And right now, of course, court 5 between Noel Morrow and Lucia Melendez is 4-3 in favor of Morrow. Right now, we're going to go to court 6 between Ratuja Chapelkar and Callie Billman. Billman now has a 5-2 lead here in set 1. Chapelkar on the serve. That one's out for Billman. So 15 all now.
Yeah, over on court 1 that we were covering earlier, Love Star Alexis was down early, but now she has recovered and make a 4-3 lead in her first set. So a lot of action going on over there with our premier athletes over on court 1. So a lot of stuff going on over there. Now here over on our court, over on court 6, Chapelkar, another one of those fiery freshmen that you would see with Garakani.
Double fault there.
So set point here for Billman, looking to close out this first set, make it 6-2. So maybe Chapelkar can bounce back here like we've seen the other Lady Raiders do previously, where it's been 40-15 and they've been in a little adversity hole.
First star, of course, is making sure it gets over the net there.
And grazes over the net. Another one.
Really working that front hand there. And that one's just going to be a little long. Just could not quite shut it down in time, keeping that inside the baseline. So Callie Billman will take set number 1 here on court 6. So tough one to drop there early for Chapelkar, but still, once again, plenty of time left. Still got set 2 to worry about. So what do you think right now, when we mentioned as a freshman, into an early deficit, what do you think that mindset is?
I mean, if you're looking for it as a freshman, I mean, it's a nice maturity step to take forward. Moving with you are nice lessons to learn as you gain experience along the way. It's just early in the season, so a lot of steps moving forward. So you just got to play your game and just do what you feel is comfortable for you. So
absolutely,
and make the other opponent uncomfortable.
And as we mentioned, of course, Love Star Alexis right now up 5 games to 3 against Coco Boseman. As we are now little triple action here. Lovely job from our production staff here, getting us courts 1, 3, and 4 all the way around here
It looks like Schmidt, she did take another set, making it 5-3, but Abel up early 30 love. So that one's still staying pretty competitive over there with those two. And Gupta 5-4, but 15 love advantage for her. So a lot of action still going on early here, but a lot more tennis left to be played.
And that one went long there for Gibbons on court 3, so 30 love in favor of Gupta.
That one just a little short from Alexis there. That was a fault, so I think it doesn't count. The double fault there, giving her point.
Which means Alexis will have a break point opportunity here. Close out set 1.
Yeah, she's sitting pretty at the end of set 1 here, so you can see Coach Camper there hyping up Bozeman there, get her a little bounce back.
And Gupta now 40 love with the serve. Senior on senior here between Gupta and Gibbons. But Gibbons has the opportunity here.
Oh, that was a nice backhand by Gupta.
Yeah, great recovery. Gibbons has not been able to close her out, and Gupta's going to take that
recovery.
set. Muskan Gupta taking set 1 now, 6-4. Great start for the Lady Raiders there on court 3. And Love Star Alexis, of course, taking set 1 there, 6-3 on court 1. Now court 4, 40-30 in favor of Nicole Abel with the serve. With another game point here. Bottom left of your screen.
Nice play from Schmidt there. Nice play, even up 40-40 as we go into the deuce point. That one sails a little long on her there. Looks like it will be 5-4. Abel makes it a little tight there.
Yeah, so once again, Nicole getting herself back into this match, still having to win the next one to keep it interesting here for the Mocs on court 4. But it looks like we got another report from our courtside reporter, Matthew Hayden. Matt, tell us the news.
Indeed, indeed. We have multiple courts going on at the same time, but court 5, we're looking to report Noelle taking the first set 6-3. You know, she's known to be very quick with her courts. Looking to execute in the second set and finish off her matches pretty soon.
All right, appreciate it, Matt. Always lovely to hear that Noelle Morrow taking another set. I mean, that's got to be about 5 in a row now that she has won in her last 3 games.
Yeah, she is on a rampage here. She is dominant in her last few matches going forward.
We're still sticking here with court 4 between Lily Sophie Schmidt and Nicole Abel. Of course, we had mentioned Schmidt had gotten up to a 4-0 lead. Abel's battled it back, keeping it close here. Stave off another set point in favor of the Lady Raiders. It'll be Lily Sophie's serve when we start up this game.
That one off the corner there into the net by Abel. So early point there for Schmidt.
That one's not going to be returned by Abel there. Love now in favor of Lily Sophie.
And a nice serve there from Schmidt, making it 40 love. So
set point here.
Set point for her, and she is the last one on her first set, so she's sitting pretty for another position to be in another closer spot that she's been in the last few matches.
Absolutely. Sophie Schmidt's going to take set one there.
Another pretty, I wouldn't say dominant, but like another just like a way to close out when you've seen Chattanooga have some momentum going forward. Just Lady Raiders have been able to close out going forward.
Absolutely. So right now, every court now is going to set two. A couple points in favor of MTSU. Any matches that are sticking out to you right now?
Right now it's been Alexis and Mara. Mara being another dominant force again in her sets, winning 6-3. And then Alexis, she was down 3-1 when we were covering, and now taking a 6-3 win going into her set. So there are two premiers going at it, just, being dominant as they've been before.
Absolutely. All right, so now we're going to take it to court one real quick with Love Star Alexis taking the first game. But while they are taking a quick break, we are going to hear from our lovely courtside reporter, Matthew Hayden again. Matt, what you got?
So Ratusha dropping that first set, looking a little rocky, but she's rebounded quickly. Got a quick break in the second set, looking to, push it to a third set here.
All right, appreciate it, Matt.
Yeah, nice to see Ratusha there back, play herself into another nice position. She did drop the first one 6-2, now up 1-0, so nice to see her moving forward there with some nice momentum.
Great serve there from Boseman. So Alexis could not return that one. In the net there.
Yeah, Morrow is now up 1-0. She takes the first of her second set, so she's continuing to stay on pace for another pretty dominant win if she can keep closing out there on that second one.
Oh, great effort there from Alexis, keeping Bozeman's reach out of it. 15-all.
see Chattanooga head coach Chad Camper there. He's over there trying to help Bozeman, who's dropped the last couple here, now making 30-15 in favor of Alexis. So we'll see if his words and motions of motivation help Bozeman moving forward. That one.
Couldn't tell if it grabbed the line. It looked like the official was in favor of Bozeman there.
Nope,
But it ruled it in Alexis, so 40-15.
Yeah, 40-15 Alexis. Another strong start here. Could make it 2-0 here.
That was a great serve there. Alexis had no chance of returning that one.
Yeah.
40-30. Still game point.
Another nice serve. That was a fault, so. Or never mind. So deuce point here.
And that one's grounded. Grab the paint there, giving the game to Bozeman.
That one just grabbing the very as far as you can go over there. Just got lucky on that one. I wouldn't say got lucky. It was just a nice play from Bozeman. So
Absolutely.
yeah, Morrow up 2-0 now in her second set. So she is sitting pretty here at the start of her second set. And over on court 4, Lily Sophie up 1-0 to start the second set. So good starts over on 4 and 5 for our Lady Raiders. A not so good start there for Love Star Alexis as that one hits the front of the net.
Just not getting over the net there for Alexis.
Yeah, Bozeman is really keeping her on her heels, keeping her on her toes, you know, making her stay active, which is what you would want to see Alexis step up and do as a senior. So Bozeman really taking advantage of that role with the early advantage here going into this set. So Ryan, as we've gotten at this point in the singles, what matches have really caught your eye as like the key ones so far for the Lady Raiders?
Well, you know, of course, the only ones that really stand out are, you know, once again that last three there with Sophie Schmidt, Noelle Morrow, and Ratuja Chapelcar. I mean, those are going to be the three important points right there if you are MTSU, especially just how important Lily Sophie Schmidt has been coming down these last three games here at ATC in the singles. Noel Morrow being as dominant. So if you know those two can get it done, and Ratuja Chapelcar can also get another win, I mean that's pretty much it. You don't have to worry about that front court, especially with Garakani right now down early in set 2, and as we're seeing right now, Alexis being up 40-15 here.
Yeah, you say dominance, and Noelle Morrow is just up 3-0 in her second set. So just complete dominance that we've seen from her the last couple weeks, and it's really carrying over to today. So 40-30 here on court 1 with Alexis and Bozeman, or 40-40, I should say.
All right, so quick deuce point here. Alexis on the serve.
Fault.
And Alexis chopping that one into the net. So Bozeman's going to take another game here, going up 2-1. But right now we're going to send it over to our courtside reporter, Matthew Hayden, once more. Matt, what's the scoop?
Well, the scoop is it's break time, boys. Court 6, Ratuja, 3 straight breaks for her match. Luckily for us, Ratuja is up one of those breaks. But also another break time. Lily Sophie has gotten a first break in the second set on court 4. So looking to, fight hard in those courts.
Anything catching your eye on those courts in particular right now?
The main thing I'm seeing is court 6. It's like it's a back-to-back, with 3 straight breaks. Ratuja going up one. It's one of those things, rebounding from her first set where she dropped, and she's really fighting back, and you'd love to see the eagerness in her.
All right, love to hear it, Matt. Keep us posted.
Yeah, as he says, those back-to-back, those breaks, I keep going that way for Ratuja. She is up 2-1 now in her second set, so a key point that she's going to need for the Lady Raiders to move forward if they want to win this match.
And right now, Muskan Gupta, who had won set 1 6-4, is right now down 3 games to 1 set 2.
Yeah, this set 2 for Alexis, it's really nothing new from what it was last set. She was down 3-1, now down 2-1. So a lot more tennis to be played in this set, not just this set, but moving forward. So we'll see how she can bounce back, see if she can make a recovery here and do similar to what she did in that previous first set.
Let's see if that is correct. That was a quick double fault there. So Alexis going to go up 15-love.
So it looks like over on 4, Abel was able to, Nicole Abel, she was able to get the little play on words there, but she was able to get the break, and it is now 1-1, start of the second set for her and Lily Sophie Schmidt. Saw that smirk. You kind of liked what I did there with the Abel and Abel.
It was humorous, but don't ever do it again. It wasn't good enough for a second try.
Seems like a joke that our producers would make.
Well, just maybe.
Just maybe, but you didn't deny it, so there's that.
He's denying it on the inside. Let's get back to the tennis. 30-15 now. Bozeman on the serve. A lot of faults there. All now. Another fault. A lot of faults here in this game. Coming from Boseman. And that one isn't going to be in favor of Love Star Alexis.
So she goes up 40-30 now, a little bounce back from where she was previously down the last couple serves. So looking to close out here, tie it up at 2-2. So a little back and forth action here between her and Boseman.
Going to be out. So Alexis is going to take another game here, tying it up here in set 2, 2-all. Really working hard on that front hand. You can see she's very comfortable moving it.
And 4-0 now, Morrow over on court 5 over
Lucia Melendez, yeah.
Just dominant as she has been. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm surprised. It's just her nature to go out and be dominant and blow people out of the water. Knock on wood. I should add on to that. Did that grab the line? I don't think, but it did grab the line, so 30 love.
What a smash hit there from Love Star. 40 love now in favor of the senior. Sends that one in the net.
And a clean sweep there from Alexis. Go up 3-2 now.
All right, so once again, another great win there for Love Star Alexis, getting 3 games to 2 now on set 2. And now we're gonna do a quick shout out to court number 5 here as we're going over again for Lucia Melendez and Noelle Morrow. Right now, Morrow is up 4 games to 1 here.
Yeah, she's just been in complete control so far. 4-1, 6-3 win in the first set. So nothing out of character for her, just business as usual, just taking care of Melendez like it's nothing. And it looks like over on court 4, Lily Sophie, she got the break, making it 2-1 now. So they've been trading breaks back and forth over on court 4, so pretty interesting to keep up with that.
Mm-hmm. Just a little wide there for Morrow. Quite closing up that racket.
Just couldn't quite capitalize on the opportunity she had there. So 40 love break point here from Melendez to make it 4-2, make it a little more interesting here.
Mara's going to drop another game here. 4-2 now. Melendez clawing her way back. Nice little smash hit there.
That one out, so 30-15 Melendez now. She seems to have grabbed the late momentum here, moving forward the last couple sets, claiming them. So
yeah, something seems to be frustrating Noelle over there. Not quite herself.
yeah, the last couple sets, she's really been like up in arms about herself. So you know, you need to you can see Coach Teo there. So I would say if I was her, she's telling her, you know, calm down, you know, clean slate, all that stuff. So.
All right. Fault there from Melendez. Oh, nice little chop shot there.
Yeah, that was pretty beautiful there. Nice way to need a couple more of those if she wants to bounce her way and, you know, just close out this performance that she's got going on here.
A little update on court 2. Sana Garakani drops set 2, 6-2. So now that is going to go to third set against Jessie Young.
A little more interesting here in set 2. 4-3 now. Melendez has taken 3 in a row. So, you know, as I was saying, if you're Morrow, you need to, you know, I would say regroup your mind and just have like a fresh start. So, you know, you got to flush out those last 3 sets and just think about it like you would go into, the first set where you won 6-3. So similar position, I would say, in that where you drop 3 sets. So if you're Morrow, nothing to worry about. You can be fine. You just need to regroup and capitalize on what's given to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Of course, a couple more updates for you as well. Love Star Alexis taking a 4-2 lead in set 2. Ratuja Chapelcar is tied with Callie Billman 3-3 on court 6. And Lily Sophie Schmidt with a 3-1 lead over Nicole Abel. One's going to be long there. 15 love now, Melendez. That one's going to grab the line there.
Yeah, nice play from Morrow there to be able to grab the line, be able to get some momentum going forward here, making it 15-15.
Mara couldn't quite get after that one.
Yeah, Melinda's kind of had her on the ropes there. They had her go from one end of the court to the other. So a tough break to have, but I mean, she has plenty of time to bounce back and make up for that one play.
Great job here in front of the service line.
Good play by Melendez there, making it 40-15.
Yep. Break point here in favor of Melendez now. Looking to tie things up here in set 2. And that's going to be long there for Morrow. So Noelle Morrow, who was once up 4-0, now sitting tied here with Lucia Melendez. 4 games all here in set number 2. Well done there from Morrow, timing it just right.
Yeah, this this serve here is a key. It's a key possession for her with Melendez serving. So key if she wants to take advantage of that momentum that Melendez has had going forward, where she can regain that, go forward, and take the next couple of sets going forward.
That one goes right into the net there. 15 all now. Another one going in the net there for Noel.
Yeah, she's just leaving it a little short there, letting Melendez gain up some more momentum than what she already has.
All right, so right now I think we're going to take a quick peek at court number 1 right now, the Love Star Alexis and Coco Boseman. That one is 5-2 here in favor of Love Star. Match point. And that's into the net there. And that'll do it. So double fault there is going to end the set there and the match in favor of Love Star Alexis.
A key win by Alexis there if MT wants to bounce back here from that doubles loss and take the singles switch.
All right.
A nice win there.
Yeah, what were you going to say there?
That's all I got.
That's all you got? All right, well, as I was going to say, yeah, now, of course, the Mocs took the doubles point, but that's going to tie things up now here, 1-1 overall for the entire afternoon. So great way, if you're a Blue Raiders fan, to get back into the match here, and hopefully you can continue on singles matches here, get a few more points, and take care of the business.
Yeah, you've got key matches like with Morrow, where it's now 4-4. You got Garakani, where she's been up and down. She's had her spurts. Then you've got Gupta, who's been in a slump for the second set, where she's down 5-4, but she's made a little bit of a comeback. So you've got matches all around that have gone both ways. So key all around for the Lady Raiders if they want to take this win here against UTC.
Absolutely, absolutely. So now we're going to take a quick peek here on court number 3 with Muskan Gupta and Carolyn Gibbons. As we see Carolyn Gibbons now 5-4 in set 2.
Yeah, she's got the early 15-love advantage over Gupta. So Gupta was down, I think it was 5-2 when I looked over earlier. So she's made a little bit of a comeback. So you love to see it from not just her, but any of our Lady Raiders. Lily Sophie was a 3-1 over there on 4. Now it is 3-3 after Nicole Abel was able to get the break. So 3-3, and Abel is serving. So key coming down the stretch there for Lily Sophie if she wants to close out there.
Great rally right now here between Gupta and Gibbons. And that one's going to go long. 30 all now here. fault there from Gupta. And that one's just going to be outside there for Muskan. Game point here. Along with set point.
Nice play there by Muskan, so nice way to rally and make it 40-40.
Yeah, just grabbing the line there. Still here, deuce point, set point. Everything riding on this point right now.
Yeah, this is a key point here for Muskan if she wants to, open it up so she can go to sevens here and, have the possibility of going up 2-1 for the Lady Raiders.
And that's going to be long there for Muskan. So Gibbons will take set 2 here, 6-4.
Yeah, so this sets up for a key set 3 for her, which we've had a few already going on now. We have one where we have Garakani who's in a key set 3. She's tied 2-2 with Jessie Young. So we have 2 that are going to set 3. So key matches if we want the Lady Raiders to come out on top today.
Absolutely. Another thing here, of course, going, third set here for 2 matches already. And right now, looking at another potential third set coming up between Noelle Morrow and Lucia Melendez. Melendez here takes this point. She will take the set. And that's exactly what's going to happen.
A great job by Melendez there. She was down 4-0, had adversity facing her way. She took 6 straight points, which if you're Morrow, you just got to take I would say take mental notes of what happened there, move forward, and just regather, regroup yourself moving forward. So, not the position you want to be in if you're Noelle Morrow, but you just got to face adversity and do the best you can moving forward here.
Yeah, certainly there is a mental aspect to every game, every athletic sport, and that's no exception to tennis. Just making sure that you play confident, you play within yourself, you don't get ahead of yourself, and you don't let the frustrations boil over like we've seen in the past here. Mm-hmm. So right now, Blue Raiders still tied 1-1, but 2 matches going into a third set. A couple of updates right now, of course. Right now, going to court 4 as we talk about our updates between Lily Sophie Schmidt and Nicole Abel. Court 6 right now between Ratuja Chapelkar and Callie Billman. They're tied 4 games all in set number 2, with Billman taking set 1 there. And Sana Garakani and Jessie Young tied 2 games to 2.
Yeah, Ratuja up 5-4. That's a key match for her as a freshman. So a good experience building, mature a lot from today's match. So her and Garakani are really maturing a lot as freshmen. So you see that experience that shows. That's why they've struggled a little, but moving forward, you can tell that they've really gotten better as athletes today.
And break point here, and that one's going to go into the net for Schmidt.
Yeah, so 4-4, another interesting match here for Schmidt. See if she can be the closer that we've seen her be.
What are you seeing right now from the Lady Raiders as we're getting later on into sets 2 and 3 here?
I mean, we've seen a bit of everything. We've seen them at their peaks where they've just been a dominant force, not to be reckoned with. And then we've seen, the favorite return to them by Chattanooga where, it's been both ways. You have evenly matched teams here today, both hungry for a win. So it's been a lot of fun to cover. So
and that one's going to be a fault there for Abel.
Ryan, if I might ask, what do you see moving forward today in this match?
Well, once again, I think big thing here is just playing to your advantage, not letting yourself get ahead and play to your strengths. We see a lot of MTSU players really seem to prefer that, cross-court front hand. It's been playing really well to their advantage. So just once again, sticking to the game plan, making sure that you're playing against your opponent's disadvantages, making sure you're taking advantage of them.
Mm-hmm. That one seems to be just past the line, so 15-15 now. Abel evens it up here with Schmidt. So it'll be 40-15 now. Abel, if she takes this point here, she will take the 5-4 lead over Schmidt. So you can really see the momentum swinging her way here as we get to the end of this set.
Oh, beautiful front hand there.
Beautiful front hand there from Schmidt. Had her going one way, she crossed her up with the other.
Yep. That one's going to go long there for Schmidt. That one's going to fall long there. 40 all, deuce point here. Long there on the service line, fault. That's a good recovery there from Abel. Schmidt teeing that one up. And kind of whiffed on that one, trying to hit a little lobber and didn't quite make any kind of contact on that one, it looked like.
Yeah, it looked pretty strange there, like out of motion, had her little befuddled there, so Abel will take the point, make it 5-4. So
already now down here for Schmidt, who was once up in this set. Finds herself now looking at a 5-4 deficit. So tough here right now for Lily Sophie Schmidt. What are you seeing in that game right there? What do you think Lily Sophie Schmidt has to do to get back in this game?
You just got to regain the momentum. It's swinging the way of Abel so far. So, you know, if you're, I would say more of what I said about Mara, which is regain your confidence, you know, refresh your mind, refresh all your confidence and all that. So it's going like you're a new baby-born little child. You just got to go in confident and be confident going forward.
Okay, as we're here at Deuce Point now with Ratuja Chapel-Carr. She's up 5-4 here in set 2, and that's going to be a double fault. So that one, she's going to drop that game, and that's going to be 5-all. Tough one there. Drop the game on a double fault. Always a frustration. And while we are taking a quick breather here on court 6, we're going to send it over to our courtside reporter Matthew Hayden once more. Matt, what you got?
All right, so big news on court 3. We got an early break for Muscon there in the third set, looking to clinch, keep that momentum going and clinch a point here for Middle Tennessee.
All right, appreciate it, Matt. Thank you very much. Very important match going on there, court 3, like Matt said.
Yeah, going over to court 5, looks like that Morrow is still in a little bit of her slump as she's down 1-0 over at the start of that. A lot more to be played over there, but she has now dropped. She was up 4-0, and now she's dropped 7 in a row if you want to go forward with that. So a lot of momentum for Melendez over there on that floor. So if you're Morrow, you just got to regroup, regain your confidence.
That was great recovery there from Callie Billman. She was all out of system there, running back and forth, and Chapel-Carr couldn't quite put that point away. So 15-love now in favor of Billman. High on the racket there, but that's still going to be in favor of Billman, as that return couldn't quite grab the line from Chapel-Carr. 30-love now. Fault. That was going to be long there again from Chapel-Carr.
Yeah, that one just kind of sailed on her. She got a little too far under it. And she's got herself in a little bit of a hole here, so see how well she can recover going here.
Win by 2 in this instance. So
yeah,
even if Billman wins this set, still 6-5. Needs to get to 7-5 to take it.
And over on court 4, Lily Sophie just got the break, make it 5-5. So 2 points could decide it over there, making it going to sevens.
Oh, beautiful shot by Chapel Carr, staying it in this set. Fault there again from Billman. Noticing a pattern with some of these backhands from Billman coming off high. That front hand's going to go out wide there, so 40-30 now.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot here today, with not just for Billman, but like a lot of the returns, they've like been sailing a lot really high on them, just going back and forth until someone, lines it up. So a lot of sailing going on here, and it generally leads to the other team scoring points.
Well, it's going to be long there, so we got another deuce point coming up here. Impressive rally we got going on here.
Yeah, this one's gone for quite a minute now. Just back and forth action between both Chapalker and Billman here.
No one's wanting to give an edge here. Back and forth, back and forth. And that one's going to fall in favor of Callie Billman, so she's going to take a 6-5 lead in set 2 here.
Yeah, just a high-intensity deuce point there between both the junior Billman and the freshman Chapel Carr. So
yeah, no one.
Go on.
Neither of them really wanted to give it up. I mean, saw a lot of low front hands, high backhands, tough returns here for both players, but neither one of them really wanting to give it up.
Yeah, we saw a bit of everything there with backhands, front hands, all that stuff. So all the techniques that you see going on here in tennis. So no one really wanted to give an edge here, and just high intensity that we love to see.
Yeah, right now, a little update. Noelle Morrow still finds herself in a hole, 3-0 on set 3. So right now, of course, has dropped now 9 games in a row. Sophie Schmidt is tied 5-5.
Yeah, she just took the 6-5 advantage there.
That she did, as we were bringing it up.
So the key set for her, or the key serve for her to take a win here for the Lady Raiders.
Yep, absolutely. And Muskan Gupta and Carolyn Gibbons, their third set with Gupta up 2-1. And it looks like Sanagar Khani dropped the third set.
Yeah,
so
6-3.
So that's another point in favor of the Chattanooga Mocs. So now it's 2-1, the overall score. Yeah, tough break again for the freshman. You know, really looking to pick it up in the singles, but just hasn't figured it out these last couple matches here at the Adams Tennis Complex.
Yeah, that drops her to 2-3 now in singles. So she's really found herself in a bind the last couple matches here in singles.
All right. Set point here. And that's going to be a fault there for Chapel Carr. Really.
And Garakani dropping that one really adds the importance of this for Chapel Carr and Lily Sophie, where she's up 6-5. So adds the pressure onto them, see if they can pick up for her and gather their sets here.
All right, so now I'm going to take a quick peek here at court number 4 between Nicole Abel and Lily Sophie Schmidt. Of course, another deciding point here for the Lady Raiders, getting closer and closer to wrapping up the singles portion of the afternoon.
Yeah, 15-15 now over there. So they've really been trading blows back and forth. Both sets were competitive, 6-4, now 6-5 here. So competitive back and forth both ways between Schmidt and Abel. So you love to see the competitiveness and confidence in both people moving forward here.
Great rally here from Abel, but that one is just going to fall outside. Probably was not going to be able to return whatever Schmidt was about to give that one.
Yeah, a nice backhand started off by Schmidt just to return it with a nice front hand to get her off balance and get her to serve that out of bounds.
Great serve there, just staying in that midline. Well done from Lily Sophie Schmidt. Match point here now.
Yeah, key match point to pick up for what was just dropped by Garakani. So this could make up for that for Lily Sophie to even it up at 2s. Fault there, but so good thing they get 2, so she gets to make up for that.
Oh, well done there. Getting it done there is Lily Sophie Schmidt, back-to-back sets.
Takes a huge point there for the Lady Raiders in terms of how they want to finish out here against Chattanooga. So
that is going to be another point for the Lady Raiders, tying the score up 2-2. Right now, still some action going on in courts 5 and 6. Noelle Morrow still down in her third set. And right now, Ratuja Chapelkar and Callie Billman still in their deciding point for set number 2. Of course, Billman there has the lead from winning set 1, so if she takes set 2, that's another point in favor of the Mocs there, Jace.
yeah, it is huge there. So you need Chapelkar and Morrow to find herself out of her slump that she's been in for. I mean, you have huge matches all around for Gupta, Garakani, Morrow. So you need your teammates to rally around you if you are Schmidt looking for a win here for the Lady Raiders.
And speaking of Muskan Gupta, we're at her court now in number 3 where she has a 3-1 game advantage, but is dealing with the break point here. And that one hitting the top of ATC, meaning it was out, and Gibbons is going to take that game, still giving Gupta a 3-2 advantage. So tough way to end a game there where the ball just happens to hit the ceiling.
Yeah, Morrow finds herself now down 4-0, so she is, if you want to go, that's 10 straight points that she has dropped. So
yeah, as you were mentioning, just very difficult for Noelle Morrow, dealing with the fact that, you know, after a strong start in set 1, hasn't really looked the same since about halfway through set number 2, and now struggling on set number 3. As now we're going back to court 6 between Ratuja Chapelkar and Callie Billman, where we have a deuce point and the match point here.
this is key for Chapelkar. This is in terms of really if you're going to win.
Another great serve. Well done from Ratuja Chapelkar.
And a key point that you need now, 6-6. So we'll go to a 7-point tiebreaker right here between Chapelkar and Billman. So a key point both ways to determine who's in better shape as to be the victor at the end here.
Yeah, Chapelkar needing to keep this match going. Help out the Lady Raiders. Callie Billman just looking to take this one down. And just could not get enough under that. Ratuja Chapelkar. So that's 1 point in favor of Billman. Fault there. A great rally here, back and forth. No one wanting to drop it here. And that one's just a little long there for Ratuja. So 2 quick points in favor of Callie Billman. Fault there again for Ratuja. Great serve there.
A huge serve there for Chapelkar. So
2-1 now. Fault there for Billman. Great job. Wow. What a return there from Chapelcar.
Great return by Chapelcar to squeeze it into the corner there in between the two lines. So great work by her, and going to keep needing that momentum to keep swinging her way. That pendulum is starting to swing her way, starting to see it now, having Billman on her heels.
There's a fault there. Another point for Ratuja. 3 in a row now for Chapelcar. Wide there on the serve. Fault.
Another nice serve there from Chapelcar. Having 2 nice serves here and having the real advantage here now at 4-2.
Certainly does help moving forward. Still needs to get to 7 there to take the set. One of the assistant coaches there talking to Callie Billman, trying to keep her in it. Fault there. Double fault, so Billman's going to take that one. Another fault there. Double fault, so Chapelcar's going to take another point there, 5-3. Long there, another fault. Both players starting to give a little bit here late in this second set. Seeing a lot of faults from both players. Good recovery there from Chapelcar. Should do it again? No, I had a nice little spin on that one from Billman.
Yeah, nice play by Billman to have her on her heels, thinking she's going to hit it back at her, then set her up and hit it soft and have her sprint up and just fall short of getting it up close.
All right, still 5-4 in favor of Chapelcar. Fault there.
Yeah, back-to-back faults there, giving Billman the point.
Right now, Muskan Gupta takes a 4-3 lead in set 3 on court 3.
Yeah, that set 3, just like most of them that we've seen here, has been a little back-and-forth action here between high intensity between both people on both schools.
Fault there, again, from Chapelcar.
Yeah, like you said, you can really see that being this late in the match has really worn on those two with a lot of the number of faults that they've had here.
And smash hit, no, not quite.
Yep.
But still in favor of Chapelcar, so set point coming up here in favor of Ratuja Chapelcar.
Yeah, nice play by Chapelcar there to get her on her heels and have her sprinting one way and then just lob it up soft for her and have her to sprint up and just barely miss it there. This will be a key point here for Chapelcar. See if she can close out the win here.
That's a fault there. And a double fault there for Callie Billman. Tough way to drop a set, but Ratuja Chapelcar survives set number 2. And now we're moving on to a deciding set number 3 there on court number 6. Jace, what are your thoughts there?
Yeah, from Chapelcar, I saw great maturity and composure from the freshman as she went up against the junior Bozeman there. So great composure, great maturity from a freshman like Ratuja Chapelcar to just close out the win there. And moving forward, we can see if that carries over more to the other courts for our Lady Raiders.
Yeah, just composure, not letting yourself get down, especially as a freshman, letting your emotions play a part in the game. You want to stay focused, especially against a more seasoned player like Callie Billman. So right now, as we said, that's set 3 on court 3, moving forward there. And right now, still action over on court 5 between Noelle Morrow and Lucia Melendez, as that's 5-2 there, still in favor of Melendez, but Morrow trying to battle back. As you can see there, court number 5 on the left and court number 3 on the right. Muskan Gupta, 30-15 deficit. Still up 4-3 overall game-wise in set 3.
Oh, a great play by Morrow there on the backhand.
Yeah,
What a
well
way
done,
to
well
close
set up.
it. And we've seen it a lot today, that backhand, then back to the front, but doesn't mean it's any less beautiful than it is anytime you see it.
Fault there on the right. Gupta. It's going to be just grabbing the line there from Morrow there on the left side of your screen. Now we're break point here on the right side of your screen between Gibbons and Gupta. So Gibbons is going to take the game there. And set 3, tying it up 4 all. Meanwhile, Morrow here, putting that one in the net. Deuce point coming up. Potential set point as well.
Nice play by Muscon there on the backhand.
Fault there from Morrow on the left side. Great slap shot there.
Key point by Morrow there. Keeps clawing her way back into this now. 5-3 now. So we saw Melendez do it earlier. So it'd be interesting to see if Morrow does it again here.
Gupta and Gibbons battling it out here. Great backhand from Muskan Gupta. 30 love now. Long there from Morrow. Going up 15 love there on that game. Was it? And Gibbons with a great front hand there. Get 30-15 back up against Gupta. Another great front hand, just staying in that line, tying it up there for Gibbons now. That one flies long for Melendez. Morrow taking a 30-15 lead.
Sails long again on Melendez. 40-15 now Morrow.
Into the net there for Melendez. And that one's going to fall short for Morrow. 40-30 now. Break point still.
And just goes long for Gibbons there. A huge point for Gupta going forward now at 5-4. One more point to close it out and give the Lady Raiders a lead here. So bunch of action going on here with these two here in split screen. So yeah.
And that one's going to sail wide for Melendez. So Morrow taking another game point, closing that gap. Still 5-4 in favor of Lucia Melendez there, Jace.
Yeah, key point there from Morrow. She's doing returning the mess in a bit of what Melendez was doing to her in that second set. So key by Morrow, and we'll see how she keeps playing out in this huge set here.
Yeah, we saw earlier Noelle Morrow kind of getting in her own head. She was struggling. She certainly wanted to, give her racket to the court, but fighting back, doing a great job staying in this match, keeping it alive for the Blue Raiders moving forward. Still plenty of tennis to be played here if you are a Blue Raider fan. It's still tied, but very scary situations here in these 3 sets. That one's going to fly long there for Carolyn Gibbons, so Gupta up 15 love early. Fault there from Noel.
Faults both ways at the same time.
So double fault there on court 3, ties it up. And great backhand there from Melendez. 15-0 lead there.
Nice play from Gupta there.
And more of the same.
Great plays all over the ATC today.
Absolutely. And that one's long there for Gupta. Oh, tough one there. Mark couldn't make up a mind about it. That's going to lead to a set point here. In favor of Melendez.
Long rally going on over here with Gupta and Gibbons here. There's neither one that just want to give it up here.
And Noel Morrow is going to drop a heartbreaker there. That one couldn't quite get over the net and winds up wide out of bounds. So she will drop the third set. Lucia Melendez. Fortunate point for the Blue Raiders to lose. So Noel Morrow is coming in very hot, winning her last 3 singles matches here at ATC. So that's going to drop Blue Raiders into a 3-2 deficit here against the Mocs. Still 2 courts up for grabs. Court 6 and court 3 right now. Of course, court 3, Muskan Gupta and Carolyn Gibbons, we are seeing on the right side of your screen. And court 6, Callie Billman and Ratuja Chapelkar. That one is squared 1-1 in the third set. But right now we are looking at a game point here between Gupta and Gibbons, back and forth. And that one goes long, so that one leads to a deuce point here, and the set point and the match point. And that one was out. So we are now going to go to another game as Gibbons takes this one to tie it up. 5-all here, set 3. Tough one to drop there. So right now, as we mentioned, still 2 courts up for grabs, court 3 and court 6. Jace, you're down 3-2 overall. You've still got 2 points up for grabs. What do you got to do if you're the Blue Raiders?
I mean, you just gotta play your game. You just can't let the moment be too big for you. You just gotta go out, execute to the best of your ability. And you're at 5-5 if you're Gupta. You just gotta play your game, go by your scheme of what you feel comfortable with doing. Same with Chapel Car. You just gotta play to the best of your ability to what you can and make your opponent off guard and keep them on your toes.
All right, so we're just going to focus on 1 court here away from the dual screen action. Keep it here at court number 3. And that one's going to go long there for Gupta.
Yeah, Chapel Car up 2-1 now over on 6.
Fault there from Gibbons. And that one just out of reach there for Gupta, so 30 love now for Gibbons. Fault there, a little wide.
What a play by Gupta there. What a nice return there from her.
Yeah, great backhand there, keeping it in at 30-15 now. Fault there. A little bit of a net save there for Gupta, otherwise Gibbons had a smash hit waiting for it. And that's a beautiful play from Gupta to tie it up.
Yeah, just stuff like that happens, you know. Whether it helps you or not, it's beneficial for Gupta to really have something like that where she seemed to have been beat and had on the other side of the court, but then the net kind of helped her out there.
Absolutely. Fault there.
And the double fault gives Gupta the point there.
Game point coming up. And that one falls wide for Gupta on the return. Deuce point now. That one falls long, so that's fault for Gibbons. Double fault. So Muskan Gupta take the game there. 6-5 now in set 3. One more set away from taking the point in favor of the Lady Raiders there, Jace.
Yeah, that is a huge point for Gupta, putting her up 6-5. So see if the moment is right for her here going into this last point here. Also over on court 6, Chapel Car is now up 3-1 over Billman. So huge for her as the freshman of the Lady Raiders here. So we'll see how she continues to vary on as we continue coverage.
Yep. If both players can keep up their leads here in their third sets on their respective courts, it'll be a 4th straight win here at the ATC Adams Tennis Complex for the Lady Raiders. That one's going to be called long by the official. So Gupta 15 love.
Yeah, Gupta gets a nice break there by the officials. So early 15 love lead for her.
And that one's going to go into the net for Gibbons, so Muskan Gupta is going to take that one. 30 love now. Fault there for Gupta. That one in the net there. 30-15 now. Fault there. And that's going to be a double fault there from Muskan Gupta, so that's going to be tying it up. And notice there, fault on their first serve. She likes that little soft kind of tap shot over the net just to squeeze it in, but could not contain that one. And that one's wide there for Gupta. So Gibbons now 40-30 lead. Game point coming up. Great shot there from Muskan Gupta there with the front hand, keeping it in play.
Yeah, great play from Gupta, and you can just tell from the reaction of the crowd that they're just loving it here. The atmosphere is just living up to it here.
All right. Game point, potential set point as well for the match. Muskan Gupta. And that one's going to go wide there. So Gibbons will take that game, ties it at 6, and now we will have a run to 7 coming up here on court number 3. A little update on court 6 between Ratuja Japakar and Callie Billman is 4-1 in favor of Chapelcar. Looking to take that third set and the match on court 6 for Ratuja.
Just barely got it on the line there.
And staying out. So Gupta is going to take that point right there.
Just painting the corners there is Gupta getting it in
Yep.
there.
And that one's long. 2-0 Gupta.
Huge back-to-back points to set yourself up nice here if you're a Gupta. So looking forward here. She needs to just keep carrying this momentum on and close out here strong.
It's a fault there. In the net there, 3-0 lead for Gupta here. Tie-breaking set. Did not get that one over the net, so Gibbons grabs a point there, still 3-1. That's going to be a fault. And that one clips the net, does not get over. Gupta taking another point. 4-1 there in favor of the Lady Raider. Carolyn Gibbons is a little upset about maybe a no call from the official up there.
Yeah, you can tell she's kind of, it's just frustrated. She's showing it there about that previous call. Bertuja is now at 5-1 over on court 6, so if Muscon can close out over here, then it's huge for court 6 over there.
And that one's going to go in favor of Gibbons there as Gupta can get it into the net. 4-2. So, once again, 2 courts still going out there between Ratuja Chapelkar and Callie Billman and Muskan Gupta and Carolyn Gibbons. So, Jace, I mean, very close if you're a Blue Raiders fan. Still fighting, still a lot of tennis to be played if you're a Mocs fan right now.
Yeah, there's still a lot left to be played here. It's 4-2 with Gupta and Gibbons, so just a race to 7, but Gupta is sitting nice with her early 4-1 start. We're now 4-2, but Chapelkar also sitting pretty up with 15 love, up 5-1, I should say. So if she takes that set, then it all comes down to really either set here. So both huge sets for the Lady Raiders.
You're at the split screen with court 3 on your left and court 6 on your right. Good rally there on the left side of your screen between Gupta and Gibbons. 2 seniors fighting it out.
Huge point there for Gupta. 5-2 now. On the cusp of closing it out. Just needs to finish strong.
And that one flies long there for Billman. So Chapelkar a 30 love now. And that flies long for Gibbons again. So Gupta now 6-2 lead. Match point coming up there on court 3.
Yeah, and you can just feel it in the crowd and in the environment that they are loving it here with this Gupta-Gibbons match here.
And Muskan Gupta is going to close that one out, fighting her way through a set 3 win and taking the match against Carolyn Gibbons. Hard-fought match there, Jace.
Very hard fought between both sides. Muskan able to bounce back from the 6-4 that she dropped in set 2, able to bounce back in set 3 and just close it out. Puts all the marbles on the court 6 here with Chapelkar and Billman, where Chapelkar is sitting pretty with a 30-15 advantage and 5-1. So looking to close it out and get a win for the Lady Raiders.
Here on the right side of your screen is that matchup between Chapelkar and Billman on court 6. And that one is going to fall wide after the chase. So once again, 3-3 now is your score between the Mocs and the Lady Raiders, as we have one more court left, one more set between Ratuja Chapelkar and Callie Billman. So once again, 5-1 game-wise, 30 all.
Yeah, a high-intense set here, or I was to say game here. And with Chapelkar sitting pretty in the sets, I mean, I wouldn't say it would be preferred, but she could drop one and be sitting fine here if she did here. But we would prefer if she would just close it out here.
And trying to get a little creative there and just doesn't quite get it over the net. So Billman will take the 40-30 lead here, bringing us a break point.
Yeah, you see the break points have swung about both ways, 58 and 55% respectfully. So really even both ways of how this match has gone.
Oh, great touch shot right there. Exactly what she was trying to do on that last point. Getting it over the net, no. And now it is a 40-all deuce point.
A huge deuce point here for Chapel Car, be able to close it out and possibly even get the comeback win here for MTSU.
Nice little rally going right here. And Ratuja Chapel Car takes down Callie Billman for the third set win, 6-1. And that is going to mean the MTSU Lady Raiders are going to take this match against Chattanooga Mocs 4-3. Jace, what do you like so far about that match today?
That was quite the high intense match that we thought we were going to get today with two evenly matched teams like Chattanooga and MTSU. Great maturity out there from Chapel Car, just to be able to close out and get the win. Saw it over there with Gupta, just great all-around competition going around.
Yeah, well said there, Jace. Well, once again, your Lady Raiders take down the Chattanooga Mocs 4-3. We are going to be right back with the post-game interviews right after this break, so stick around. Be right back.
Mental health affects us all, whether you finish first or last.
Whether you win or lose.
The stigma around these issues causes those around us to suffer in silence.
Mental health is nothing to be ashamed of.
You are not alone.
You are not alone. As a student athlete,
As a teammate,
As a friend,
we pledge to continue the conversation.
because it matters.
Because you matter.
stand up to the stigma.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Continue the conversation.
You are not alone.
I have a voice.
You have a voice.
We have a voice.
Our voices can be heard.
Outside of sports.
As student athletes, we have a platform.
Now more than ever.
It's important that we listen, learn, and lead, and raise our voices for change.
We can all do more.
Now is the time
To make a difference.
This is our chance.
This is our chance to make a better tomorrow.
Together,
we will continue the conversation.
we have a voice.
On June 23, 1972, Title IX was signed into law, and it reads, "No person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity, receiving federal financial assistance." Happy 50th anniversary, Title IX. Thank you for giving little girls like me and big kids like Conference USA student athletes the opportunity to dream big.
mental health affects us all, whether you finish first or last.
Whether you win or lose.
The stigma around these issues causes those around us to suffer in silence.
Mental health is nothing to be ashamed of.
You are not alone.
You are not alone. As a student athlete,
As a teammate,
As a friend,
We pledge to continue the conversation.
because it matters.
Because you matter.
Stand up to the stigma.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Continue the conversation.
You are not alone.
Welcome back to the post-game show here at Adams Tennis Complex in the Murfreesboro, Tennessee, where we just saw the MTSU Lady Raiders take down the Chattanooga Mocs by a score of 4-3. Jace, we want to go back and just talk, what stood out in your mind that really kind of got the Lady Raiders over the hump? I mean, we saw they were down early in a lot of their sets, a lot of their matches. What do you think really just got them composed and got them to the win?
Yeah, I would just say it's like not caving into adversity. When you're down 40-15 a lot like they were in, or you're down a couple sets, you just have to regroup, regather your composure, and just play your ball game and don't play into the opponent's hands. So I think it was great just for the amount of just to regroup and not have any pressure, just play your own ball game and just be yourself. I think that's really what it was to set themselves apart.
Yeah, well, we saw one of the star players of the afternoon in Love Star Alexis get it done. Senior Love Star Alexis is going to be joining us now. Love Star, how are you doing right now?
I'm good, you?
So far, so good. So tell us, after getting down in the doubles point, what was your thought process going into the singles?
Well, I just know that we always have at least 3 singles that can win, so I knew that it was going to be a fight, but I believed in my team that we could do it.
So going over your match, you took both sets pretty convincingly in 6-3, 6-2. This was one of those matches that I'm sure you guys were looking forward to, especially coming off of a loss last spring season. So
yes.
Taking it to the Mocs, what were your thoughts about your match in the singles?
Well, I thought I played pretty good, straightforward. It could have been closer than that, but I kept my head straight and just did what I had to do, and then it went fine.
Awesome.
Yeah, so Ritu, Love Star. So going off of when you're down early in your sets, you're down 3-1 at the start of the first set, down 4-2 in the start of the second set. So how do you bounce back and just keep your composure and keep great. Just keep playing your own ball game going into those early sets.
Well, one thing about me is that I never give up, even if I'm losing 5-0. I just know that if I do what I need to do, then it's going to come back together. So I was not worried when I was down in the first set or second.
Well, glad to hear it. Enjoy the win. I'm sure you guys will take it down. 4 straight wins here at Adams Tennis Complex, so go enjoy it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, that was Love Star Alexis, senior for the MTSU Lady Raiders. So any thoughts more to add to that, Jace?
I think you've hit really the nail on the head there with all those points.
All right, well, now we're going to hear from Coach Teo Bailey Duvall. Coach, how are you doing after this win?
Good. Take a breather now. It's crazy last hour of the match.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, that's kind of what we thought up here in the booth. It was coming down to a wire, a lot of those matches. What were you telling your players, going into sets 3, just as you were fighting back and forth with the Mocs?
Well, I mean, it's a lot of it is just remembering what we did that first set or the set that we won to win, and if we need to get back to that mindset and that game plan. All too often we get out of what's working, and instead of just keep doing what's working, especially when the opponent hasn't made any drastic changes, and staying tough and staying confident. Every time I went over to Muskan's court, I'm like, hey, I believe in you. Stay confident and be confident in your strategy.
Do you think it helped that you guys had faced the Mocs in the fall here in a tournament at ATC? Was there anything that really helped determine how you're going to play the Mocs in the spring this year?
We didn't. No, actually. What really helped us is the fact that we played them last spring and we lost 4-3, and it was another close one. And last year we just really remembered how they played and the girls on the team, and kind of reviewed what happened, and coming into this match a little bit more prepared.
So, Coach, going forward, how many, or I should say, matches like this, how are they going to carry forward going into CUSA play and even further going into conference tournaments and all that? How will matches like this help going forward, to better your team?
I think, knowing that we come from behind, that the match isn't over until it's over, even if you lost the first set or you're starting off ugly, that we can still win. And even on Ratuja's court, Luisa went down and told her, hey, you've been in this situation before and you fought back and you almost won. So don't be so upset about that first set. Let's get it back. And then she was able to rebound and refocus and then get the next 2 sets.
All right, well, we appreciate your time, Coach Teo. Enjoy the win, 4 in a row here at ATC, so go enjoy it.
Thank y'all.
All right, so that was Coach Teo Bailey Duvall. And once again, any more final thoughts there, Jace, before we wrap things up?
I think we've hit it all good. So just a great performance here from the ATC, 4 in a row for the Lady Raiders, and they get the win 4-3 over Chattanooga.
All right, as you mentioned, great win, 4-3. We'd like to thank the Adams Tennis Complex for allowing us for the stream, allowing us to set host for the MTSU Lady Raiders. And, of course, we'd like to thank the CUSA.TV for hosting our stream as well. So to wrap things up, from Adams Tennis Complex here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, I'm Ron Martinelich. That's Jace Vincent. Somewhere out in the world is Matthew Hayden, so we'll see you later.